Okay, guys, it's Maine Beer Review number 80, and we're going to call this Vickner's Elm Street Market Part 2. And I'll tell you why. We stopped over at Vickner's Market. Now, it was Pinkham's for years, but Heidi Vickner just picked it up. She's operating it over there in North Anson. And Heidi's very close to us, and we said, okay, we're going to get a sandwich to go, and she recommended the Night, one of their flagship sandwiches, one of their specialty sandwiches. And I said, okay, what's in it? She says, pastrami, Swiss cheese last week, coleslaw, pickles, a little honey mustard for sweetness, and a beautiful bun, and she puts 3 onion rings in it. And man, she had me until the onion rings, because usually the onion rings are heavy and they're greasy or whatever, and they take away from the sandwich, but I said, hell with it, give me it. Well, anyway, I got it, brought it home, ate it, and it was the most unbelievable sandwich you've ever had. I mean, it was insane. And if you want to see the sandwich, watch Maine Beer Review number 74. But it was amazing. So anyway, week goes by. Ginny and I are out on a road trip. We're headed home today. He says, let's swing into Vickner, see if Heidi's there. And I want to grab another night sandwich. It was so good. Anyway, that's what we do. And Ginny gets some chicken tenders. We head home. I bite into the sandwich again. The freaking way the sandwich melds together. The corned beef, and not the corned beef, the pastrami, the Swiss cheese, the coleslaw, I mean, the mustard. I mean, everything is working, right? And onion rings. And it just, I couldn't put my finger on it until I grabbed one of Ginny's chicken tenders and tasted it, and then it hit me. It's the oil that Heidi's using. I text her. I go, okay, what's the story with the oil? She says they filter it every day, and they change it every 4 or 5 days, if not sooner. And I said, bingo, that's it. That's why the onion rings were so complemented the sandwich so well. Why the chicken tenders were so crispy. Something I learned from Bob's Clam Stand down in Kittery a few years ago. We'll talk about it maybe in a bit. But the thing is, I mean, it's the oil that is so clean. How often do you walk into a store or a market and get something deep fried, and you know, you can either smell the oil or afterwards there's this terrible heavy taste in your mouth? Where Vickner, Heidi, figured it out. I mean, it's clean oil that is so important. So anyway, you gotta stop at Vickner's in North Anson and tell him Trippy sent you. Ask for Heidi and says Trippy sent you, and that you want a night sandwich, and you gotta try this friggin' thing, and see it in Maine Beer Review number 74. And if you're in Kingville, it's worth the friggin' drive. I mean, I'm telling you, it's an entirely different feel to the market. It's amazing. But anyway, enough about that for now. But again, Heidi, it was great seeing you today. And great sandwich. Oh my God, that was so good. Tonight, we're going to do a beer from Mast Landing Brewing Company. And you're not going to believe this, but today's Monday. Maine Beer Shed is closed. And this is the only craft beer I've got in the fridge. Thank goodness I had one for the review. And this one is Hula. And it's if you would have told me 2 months ago I'd be getting off on these freaking sour ales, I would have told you you're totally mashugana. But anyway, this is a pina colada inspired fruited sour ale. So let's give this baby a pop. We'll give it a color check, and we'll score this baby. But again, I'm really liking this freaking sour ales. And again, it's Mast Landing Brewing Company. They're down in Westbrook, and also we talked about last night, they got a new tasting room in Freeport, where those of you who aren't from Maine, that's where LL Bean is and so many other shops. Anyway, let's give this a sip and see what it tastes like. But I think I'm liking these sour ales. You gotta be friggin' kidding me. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, my whole life, I'm a scotch drinker. I'm not a fancy Scotch drinker. I'll drink them blended. I'll drink them single malt. I'll drink them aged. I'll drink them peaty. Any way you want. I like Irish whiskey. I wasn't into the fruity stuff because men don't drink fruity stuff. But I'm going to tell you, it's never too late to learn. I'm going to be 72 frickin' years old. And I'll tell you what, on a summer day, on a hot summer afternoon, if I'm sitting out on a pier on the coast of Maine, I'll take one of these babies every time over a scotch on the rocks. I tell you, scotch on the rocks, you know, cigar bar, night, that's it. But I'll have to tell you about a cigar bar in Washington. My buddy Mark and I were in one time. But anyway, great beer. I mean, you can taste it. It's fruity. It's pineapple, coconut, and lime in this thing. And let me taste this again from my buddy at Jeopardy. You know, with the secret signs. You know. Oh yeah. You know what's popping out on this baby? Um, the pineapple. Yeah, I'm sure there's coconut in it and lime, help balancing the flavors out. Um, but you can taste the pineapple in this baby, and it's not bad. It's not a real sweet, overpowering pineapple either. I don't want to say a flat pineapple taste, because flat's kind of like a negative connotation, but it's kind of like a neutral pineapple taste. Nothing overpowering. This is a hot summer afternoon drink. Burp one. Um, I could see sitting on a pier down in Portland, maybe down at J Oysters. Well, what am I talking about? We could eat oysters up here at the Maine Beer Shed on Wednesdays, but the but I could see getting a nice plate of raw scallops, you know, a bunch of lemon on them down on the pier, and having one of these babies. Mass Landing Brewing Company, and it's Hula. Okay, let me taste this again. We'll get a color check. You know, man, these are really refreshing. Is there a little aftertaste? Well, it's not malty or hoppy at all. If there's an aftertaste, there's a little pineapple aftertaste, which isn't necessarily bad, you know. Let's get a color check on this baby. And, oh yeah, I said pineapple. Um, yeah, this baby is definitely, you can't tell. It's really dark out. I don't know what time it is. It's got to be, oh, I bet you it's 8:30, 8:30. It's already dark here. And, and it's hazy. These sour ales, somebody tell me if I'm wrong. They don't really hold a collar. I don't think they're designed or brewed to hold a collar. It doesn't freaking matter. Like this one, sometimes I said some of these beers, you know, you could drink over ice. I wouldn't drink this over ice. This is really good. I'm wondering if get kind of fancy and maybe put a pineapple wedge in this or something. Nah, that'd be too much. Just like this on a hot summer afternoon, man, you could pound these down. And you got to be careful with these, baby. They're 7% alcohol. I mean, when you think again, our regular beers, our national beers are 5%. 7%, they'll kick your ass. And the thing is, yeah, we gotta be careful. Wow, that's good. And we can't forget this. You know, not like this, like the frickin' moron the other night. I watch these videos afterwards, and I find all the mistakes I say. But the other night, I'm, what kind of moron? I'm holding this like I'm in frickin' distress, sending you a signal. I didn't get one call. I'm in distress, you know, upside down. Anyway, we can't forget this, baby. You know what this stands for. Okay, I got to behave myself, though. Apparently, Kingfield Community Forum was down uh, for a while. It was paused. I wasn't broadcasting, or I don't know what you call it, posting on it. So I had a, you know, I was kind of loose cannon one night. But I got to behave myself now. I don't want to get anybody pissed off. Burp one, or was that burp two? Burp one. Anyway, we can't forget this tonight. Um, Mass Landing Brewing Company, Hula. I'll tell you what. Again, I'm going to score this baby 8.2. I mean, it's a nice, freaking ale. It's summer ale. Um, again, let's not to beat a dead horse, but that friggin' oil, like so many times. I mean, we've all done it. That I gotta take a taste of this ale again. But I had an opportunity to visit with them, the guys who work with Bob's Clams out of Kittery up at Sugarloaf a few years ago. I didn't work with them. I visit with them every day. They were up there a couple seasons. I told them, "What's that? What the hell are you doing? I mean, what's the secret? They're whole belly clams. They were crispy. They were fresh, clean. There's nothing greasy about them." And they go, "We have to change our oil all the time, and we filter it every night." And they use three deep fryers. They start them in one, they finish them in a second, and they always have a third clean one. So they're always rotating their oil, they're always changing their oil, they're always filtering their oil. And that's what our buddy Vic near Heidi is doing over at her store. And I can't freaking tell you how many times. I mean, we've all been there. You're traveling from point A to point B. You're hungry. You run into a store. You grab some chicken tenders because they're freaking easy to eat in a car without going all over the freaking place. And after you eat four or five of them, they're just heavy. Those chicken tenders Ginny had tonight. Not only was my sandwich freaking terrific, but those chicken tenders were so light that you could taste the chicken. You could taste the crispy breading. I mean, it was just freaking unbelievable. Heidi's doing a freaking amazing job. Yeah, she's a friend, but the thing is, she's doing an amazing job over there, and it's just great to see it happening over there. And what an addition to the neighborhood. Anyway, let's get back to the friggin' beer. Mass Landing Brewing Company. What else can I say about it? 7% alcohol. I scored it, right? Did I score it? Yeah, I scored it, and I better have freaking scored it. And the thing is, what did I say? 8.2? I think I did. 8.2. Whatever I said, that's what it was. And great beer. Again, that's it for tonight, guys. Salute. Drive careful. And again, guys, we're counting down. It's shutting these lights off on Labor Day. Labor Day will be our last Maine beer review. So again, salute, drive careful, and thanks for watching.